So those are my updates for the day. Some good stuff. And then I figured we could play some Animal Crossing today. Actually, maybe I'll slide us over there. Hi, Rye. Thank you for the 15 stream streak. Listen, I am not keeping Sprinkles, but she's being awfully cute this morning. Just doing her little Naruto run around the island. Oh my goodness. Love her. Okay. We've been wearing this outfit for a while, so let's go see what we want to wear for today. Also, thank you to those who reposted the going live post today. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, also, I don't know if I should tell y'all this, but I'm gonna anyways because I don't know. I don't really keep things from y'all too often. I may have accidentally gotten myself really attached to the idea of redoing our stream scenes again. Don't hate me. It's not that I don't like our current stream scenes. I just thought of a theme, and this is just who I am as a person, if I'm being completely honest. This is just the equivalent of me restarting my video games over and over again. Like, I'm just constantly wanting to change up my vibe. This is a new save file. Yeah, and it'll take a long time for me to get there, so we will be with our current stuff for still quite a bit longer, which makes me happy because I do love our current stuff as well. So this is just your forewarning that a new save file is in the works. I made a whole Pinterest board and everything, and I've been thinking about it for a while. I kind of hinted at it the other day on stream, and actually posted about it on Blue Sky, but I don't think Toasty was here for either of those. So I finally admitted it to Toasty yesterday. I was like, I'm committing a crime, by the way. And they were like, what does that mean? And I was like, I might be redoing my stream scenes again. And they were like, B. They were like, how serious is this commitment? I was like, well, I do have a Pinterest board that's over 50 pins. And they were like, oh no. They were like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I was like, listen, I'm sorry. I want to find one that feels nice and summery. That one's pretty good. Or like springy, I guess, because it's like cherry blossom season. Although we don't really have much pink to our vibes on our island, but that's pretty pink. Hi, Golden. Welcome in. How are you? And Coco, hello. Hello, hello. I won't share too much about the theme because I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but I figured I would give you a heads up. Honestly, though, low-key, you might get spoiled anyways, because the chances that I'm kind of hyper-focused, on this right now, so the chances that I want to work on some of the prep on stream, pretty high. So, I'm not super worried about that, too. Oh, this is the one we're wearing right now. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I have more spaces for this, but I don't remember there being more spaces when I was downloading them. Interesting. I need to get more tops that are custom that aren't long sleeve, I think. Because I have a lot of sweaters and long sleeve patterns. I think I like this one. Hi, Fidget. Welcome in. Thank you for the 6 months. And you get a new little sub badge, which is very exciting. Little mushroom, one of my faves. Thank you for using your Prime here, which I know you could use anywhere on Twitch. So the fact that you chose to use it here, very much appreciated. How are you? I hope you enjoy your C motes and your C badge and your ad-free viewing. Welcome back to the sub club. Welcome, welcome. So now the question is, do I leave my little buns on? Because low-key I've kind of grown attached to them. Let's see. We do have some other cute little hats and stuff though too. Is the red striped socks with the red striped dress too much? Oh, the little tights are cute too though. Kind of like the little tights. Now I kind of wish I had gotten the light blue Mary Jane's too. Bob pancakes. I think having mixed feelings on Bob pancakes is fair. Oh, I see what you mean, Golden. Okay. Good to know. Hello, Tiger Yuri. Welcome in. Oh, now I'm questioning if this is the right. Guess I'm saying right, but there's really no right answer. It's just what am I in the mood for? I think this one's cute too. I think I like the little yellow shoes, mayhaps. Unless we do the ones we were wearing before. Which are these? I'm also now realizing we have these, which I could have worn with the... We could still try it. Let's see. Although which one was I wearing before is now the question. Oh, this one, it was a shirt actually, I think. That is cute. I don't know if it's what I want for today though. Oh, those are so cute. Oh, I don't think so either, Puppo, actually. I need to sit down and add some of y'all's gender and brain cell commands one of these days. So I definitely have a little bit of a buildup of those. I don't know which hat to wear. I kind of like this little blue cap for some reason. I don't really know if this is like Nordic at all, but that's okay. We're having a good time, so that really is the priority. The theme is he's vague. He's not strict. Doctor's office called me yesterday. Doctor wants to see me today about test results. Nervous, but also unending negative results. We don't know what's wrong with you. It's so discouraging. Having something to clearly address is good. No, I get it. It's a mixed emotion, Tiger Yuri. I totally understand. I do hope you walk away from it feeling empowered by having more information. I'll be crossing my fingers for you, friend. Oh, do I have two of these same pairs? Whoopsie. That's kind of cute. Okay, I like it. I don't know if it's everyone's cup of tea. Oh, I didn't look at the bags, but I like it. Ooh, a sunshine moment and a hydrate. A sunshine moment. Having my appointment go like smoothly yesterday was definitely a positive highlight. Oh, maybe I don't have any bags yet. I don't think I do. Okay. Because I was pretty nervous for it, and I'm questioning the socks, but I'm gonna go with it. I really thought that it was gonna be something where I was walking away with like a lot of stress, and I felt like I walked away with instead like a good solution that my doctor and I were both happy with. So that was definitely a positive. Sunshine moment of the week. The weather itself is like really nice right now, which it after like Snowmageddon over and over and over again. I'm very thankful to have the windows open and to have some sunshine and wind, like breeze coming in. Yeah, those were both really good moments and things for the week. Yes, exciting, ebug. Can't wait to hear all about it. I hope you have a very good time. Is one, but I have a little egg salad sitting in the fridge using the vinegar instead of the mushroom. As mustard has been so much more gentle on my tummy. Oh, yay. I love that for you. Oh, that's right. We're technically on the same day because we're villager hunting. So I already did a lot of this. I forgot. Yes, happy Survivor Wednesday. Although I think today's Survivor Wednesday is going to be a bit of a shit show, I'm not going to lie. Between having a 2-hour episode where very likely 3 people are going to go home and having the president interrupt it again for his nonsense, I'm like, oh boy, we're in for it. My sunshine moment, I got my review and merit increase. Reviews are on a 1 to 5 scale, 5 being very hard to get. Only about 5% of the company is expected to fall in that rating. I work my little bumble butt off, probably coming from a huge place of home insecurity and instability when I'm young, but I'm still really proud of myself. I never really feel like I deserve the praise. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you, friend. That's really cool. I was living in blissful ignorance. I'm so sorry. But you should probably know because the episode is 2 hours and then his interruption is likely to be at least 20 minutes, so it's going to be quite a long and late one. But I apologize for ruining your blissful ignorance. The sunshine moment is my husband's birthday dinner on Monday was really nice. Our friends all got along. Oh, I remember you invited everybody. You said last minute and then everybody surprised you by all saying yes and then you were nervous. I'm glad it went well. Hi, Meg. Yes, we are sunshining. That's awesome. People are exchanging phone numbers and it made me happy that they all got along so well. Cute. I love that for you. What kind of food did y'all make? Oh. Sorry, that's my last minute med reminder. But I actually already took mine for today, so we're good. None of them have plans. I wasn't expecting them all to say yes. I'm glad it went well, though. All things considered. Move-in date next week, yes! Let's go. I printed off my photos from my recent 2-year wedding anniversary trip, and I've been scrapbooking today. Cute! I love that. I feel like not too many people do scrapbooking these days, so I think that's a really cool hobby. Okay, not a sunshine moment. And I know some of you are still probably typing up your sunshine moments. No worries. Take your time. But I was watching this TikTok the other day and she was talking about this type of question she likes to ask her friends. And she had a couple variants of it, but I'm going to ask just one variant. So it's kind of a weird, like, it's sort of a kind of a metaphorical question, sort of similar to if your day was a color, what color would your day be and why? Okay, so don't overthink it. Just go with your gut. If you want to explain why, you can, but you don't have to. But the question is, what fruit do you think you are? And what fruit do you want to be / wish you were, and why? And you could say that you think you are X fruit and you wish you were X fruit if you're happy with what you are. But I like the idea of getting into scrapbooking, but I don't know if that's just my wanting to get more stationery stuff. I think junk journaling would be more my speed if I were to ever get into something like that. I would want to get one of those little printers though, so I could have more like little photos in it and stuff, I think. Sunshine moment. Last minute, my sister-in-law invited me out yesterday to a cafe to get some cake, and it was delightful. She's so fun to hang out with, and she's expecting her first baby, and I'm so excited for her. I'm hopeful I can be helpful to her and her husband when the baby is born. Cute. I love that. I love that. I love that. You feel very tomatoey. I think I'm grapes, sweet but sour. And honestly, I think it fits. I think I am for sure a melon of some kind. I think I'm pretty cool with that. But if I could be like a cantaloupe / kiwi hybrid, that would be fun. Ooh, a hybrid is fun. I never really considered a hybrid. Bit of a hybrid junk scrapbook. Oh, I like that too. Speaking of, you had mentioned a cafe. I found this cafe that came up on my For You page. And I was like, Toasty, how unreasonable is it, do you think, to drive 35 minutes to and fro to go to a cafe? And they were like, well, I mean, I wouldn't do it on the regular, but for like a date day, we could. And I was like, amazing. Because I found a cafe that has 2 different types of lattes I really want to try. It's there's a carrot cake latte and a blueberry brown sugar latte. And both of those sound amazing to me. And I was like, can we drive 35 minutes to this cafe so I can try these lattes? I don't know when we'll do it because it's not something we've like officially planned, but let me get the bingo board up. Last chance to grab the link easy from the pinned message for reposting the going live post if anyone wants to help out in that way. Obviously, you can go to Blue Sky on your own if you want, but I'm gonna pin a new message for the villager hunt stuff. So I think I'm an avocado. Finding the right moment when I'm ripe, have enough energy is really tricky and is over in a minute. But I want to be an apple because they last forever. You know, apples really only last forever if they're cared for in the right way, which is also kind of cute. You told me how to say your username. I'm so sorry. Ahiru? Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. I'm so sorry. Welcome on in, friend. Seeing videos of some fun food videos and it just, listen, sometimes it's worth it. And then sometimes it's kind of like an Instagram place and you're like, oh gosh, this was not worth it. It's kind of a risk. Has this craft store that hosts some free and low cost classes. Oh. Maybe you could send me the information perhaps. If you had a spoon. Okay. Let me make a note of that next to your name so I don't forget. My memory has honestly been so bad recently. And it's just like, I actually think I'm gonna have to. It could be the B12. I've read about that. So that might help. But if not, I'm gonna have to ask my doctor about it because I genuinely am like struggling to remember tons of things. I'm struggling to find words I'm looking for. Like, I feel like there's something wrong with my brain right now. It's kind of freaking me out. Brain fog is out of this world at the moment. So, thank you, Gabi. I appreciate you. Alright, we're gonna get back into our villager hunt chat room. Just because we can't really move forward until we get our villagers. So, we'll really hunt and yap. If we get sick of it, though, we can autofill and just do this later, too. So, we have options. If y'all want to play bingo, it's mostly just for fun, but we also do have a channel point redeem in the Discord. Or not a channel point redeem, a role you can get in the Discord called Bingo Blobfish. If you earn a bingo, you get a special little blobfish next to your name in a special color. So, there is one little fun thing associated with it. Also, Ahi, how are you doing today? I suppose I can't ask y'all the hard fruit question and not answer, but I should have had an answer ready. You look at a list of fruits. I'll probably have to think about it some more to like answer really firmly, but I mean, I feel like I connect a lot with the concept of blueberry, and low-key, I'm okay with that. Like, I kind of like it. Blueberries are like a little inconsistent in a way. I also saw someone talk about grapefruit in a way that I really resonated with, that I was like, maybe I'm a grapefruit, but I want to be a blueberry. I liked what they said. They basically said, like, grapefruit is not everybody's cup of tea, but then the people who really like grapefruit really like it. And with the right people who like, because, like, you can add sugar and you can add things to it that, like, really make it shine. I also considered saying I was a banana because I'm kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm both a very complicated person but also a very simple person. So I'm going back and forth with my thoughts. But I do know for sure that something about blueberry feels right in terms of what I would want to be. What I am, I think I'd have to think about a little bit more. I don't really know what people would perceive me as, for sure. Yeah, exactly, Papa. Granny Smith apple, biased because it's also my favorite fruit, loves the color green, sweet and very sour, lasts forever in the fridge. I love the cold. Descendant of the French crabapple. French descendants and crab apples are also native, but a different genus in North America. Oh, fun. So that's what you feel like you are? Is that also what you want to be? Or is that what you feel like you are, but you want to be something else? Oh, what is your name? Is that Gloria? Yeah, no, Gloria's the duck. They have the same haircut. What is your name, girly pop? Gwen. I feel like Gloria and Gwen could low-key be sisters. Ooh, persimmon. I like that. I like that for you. But I can also understand why maybe being the green apple would be the desire. Feel like I'm a kiwi or a bunch of cherries. Yeah. I like that E for you. Both of those feel right in different ways. I feel like kiwi is like core, and then cherry is like when you're feeling like confident and exuberant and like in your best moment. I don't know. That's how my brain thinks of it anyways, from what I know about you. Like unmasked, relaxed, not doing, you know, you're just chilling is kiwi vibes. But then cherry is like, I'm feeling silly and flirty and fun and playful and spontaneous. And you have both of those vibes in you at different times. Because I have fuzzy legs, same. I'm wearing shorts for the first time this year. And I was like, I forgot how many little, I have those, not like the raised ones, although there's nothing wrong with that, but I have a lot of little mole marks on my legs. And I was like, wow, I haven't seen my legs in so long that I forgot that I had a lot of those. I never thought about what slushy and smoothie flavors we all are, but now I know that's what I'm doing with my afternoon. Another one they asked, and you don't have to answer this one because I don't want to stress everyone out with too many questions, but if you feel like it, you can. That I also thought was very interesting was, what kind of soda flavor do you think you are versus what kind of soda flavor do you want to be? And I was like, ooh, I like that. I think I am a root beer, but I'm not sure what I want to be yet. Rapier is just so like, I have brown hair and brown eyes, and I'm like an earth sign, and I grew up in the Midwest with the A&Ws. Like, it just feels, Rapier feels very grounded, and I feel like that fits me quite well in a lot of ways. When I worked at an apple farm, we'd keep some varieties of the apples over a year in the big fridge. Oh, I didn't know you worked on an apple farm. Meg, every single day I learn new fun lore about you. Slash pause. Like, I love that. I just feel like you are someone with endless random little bits of lore. I'm like, what are all the lives that Meg has lived? Also, hype for Meg and Clem. Clem is in therapy right now, but both of them joined the Sparkle Club this month, so welcome. I am Sprite, but I want to be ginger ale. It's interesting because both of those are sodas that people drink to like soothe tummies, which is intriguing. The relationship. Dr. Pepper baby. I think Sprite is easily liked, bubbly, free-floating, and ginger ale feels like it has stronger boundaries but doesn't let anyone do what they want. Ooh, I see that and I agree with that. I do. I like that for you. I feel like the obvious answer would be to say that I want to be a Blue Dew, but I actually don't want to be a Blue Dew. I like Blue Dew, but Blue Dew is like aggressively sweet, and I am not like that. I have a lot of like neutrality to like negative emotion side. Is it cherry ginger 7-Up is what I hear. Lucky, yeah. Yeah. You do soothe. You do. And I feel like I see you working on that journey of becoming a ginger ale. Honestly, I feel like you're very close to being there already. If I'm being for real. I feel like whatever one that some people love and others hate, because damn, do I confuse neurotypical people, but neurodivergent people seem to love you. Yes, I get that. I do. I understand. I relate. That's kind of why I related to the grapefruit comment. Okay, wait. No, I think I got it. I think I am a coconut, but I want to be a blueberry. Because coconut to me is similar to grapefruit. It's very loved or hated, but I relate to it more than grapefruit. I don't think I'm that sour. I think I'm just more either something you really rock with or you don't. Which I feel like is very coconut coated. Learning growing, was this after a 2-hour phone call where I felt like I missed them? Yes. Oh no. A phone call with them? You're in a very tricky, but also very exciting, of course, but very tricky time in your life, E, so you gotta be very gentle with yourself. As to, you know, your brain is seeking, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not speaking for you, but like, I'm sure if I were in your shoes, I'd be seeking a lot of comfort. And although someone can be, you know, someone can have hurt you in a lot of ways, they still may have brought comfort at certain points. So, I get you. But I don't recommend it. You don't like coconut, Puppo? Oh no. Oh no, Puppo doesn't like my fruit. No, I'm teasing. To be fair, Callie's one of my friends, and Callie's like deathly allergic to coconuts, so we can't take it too literal. Blueberries I love when they're the right consistency, but if they are the wrong consistency, they can be really off. Hi, Raiders! Lily, I didn't expect you here so soon. How did your blueberry bear go? If you have spoons to share, if you need to raid and fade, please do take care of yourself. Some Nox, hello, welcome in. Mectal, welcome. Sleepy, hello. Sleepy, welcome in. Sleepy, I was thinking about you this week. I think I'm gonna slide into your commission request DMs. Hehehehe. Eisen, hello, welcome. Azzy Floof, welcome in. What is this guy? Is he Leopold or Lionel? Leopold. Yes. I was just like, okay, I've been thinking about a little bit of a rebrand for streams, which is absolutely bonkers of me because I haven't even been in this theme that long, but I grew very attached to a concept this last week or so, and something about it is just sitting in my heart as very right, and I'm this is who I am. I restart games 1,000 times. I redo my themes 1,000 times, so it is what it is. I'm just embracing it at this point. But when I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, Sleepy, I think Sleepy would resonate and eat at this concept. So, one more bear, and then the spoon's rapidly depleted. Oh, that's okay, pal. That happens. That happens. You had a lot of frustrating things happen with I know, which I know takes my spoons away a lot. Like the paint on the floor, and then that's like anxiety inducing, and then your body gets the adrenaline, and the green paint wasn't cooperating. I totally get where you're coming from. I Moonfloof, and everybody and in my side of the corner should go follow Lily. Literally my favorite stream to hang out in right now. And that does change from time to time. In general, I float around, but I've been hanging out in Lily's streams like every morning they're live, honestly. I love the vibes over there. The community is super sweet, and they do a lot of like the same kind of coexisting energy that we do here, where they just kind of follow the heart fire, and I love that. It's been a big inspiration to me to embrace the art vibes that I've been feeling lately alongside my gaming. So go say hi, and Lily, if you need to rest, please do. A spore clip, and it was an instant follow. You can also collect a daily pebble in Lily's stream, and you get like a specific type of pebble. And Lily tells you based off of how many pebbles you have, what you could do with your pebbles. And this brings me great joy. It is my exact kind of silly that I appreciate. Hi, Kiwi, welcome in. Hello, hello. I should introduce myself. I'm so sorry. I spend so much time hanging out over in your stream, and that sometimes I forget that there are people who don't know who the heck I am. Raiders, if you are new here and you don't know who I am, my name is B. I use they, them pronouns. I am a queer and disabled full-time cozy VTuber here on Twitch. I do sensory-friendly, lurk-friendly content, meaning that we try to keep things very chill no matter what we're doing. Our favorite things to do are to craft, cozy game, and co-work. So if you like that kind of thing, feel free to join us. Our games kind of vary, but Animal Crossing is a staple, I will say. We also enjoy Stardew a lot. We've been playing some indie games like Lost and Found Co. Cult of the Lamb we've been playing a playthrough of. So yeah, those have been some of our radar things for right now. That sounds good, Lily. Y'all have a fun walk. That's very importante that you take care of yourself. I'm not much of a pebble rock girly, but I do have one vaguely heart-shaped that I keep with some of my dice. And the dice are some of my besties, though given my dice gremlin, maybe I should be into rocks. One time, a fun rock story for you. One time, Toasty and I were swimming at the beach at the in-laws, and Toasty is not a big beach person. They don't really like sand. They don't really do super well in the hot sun. They're just like not a major beach person, but I love the beach because with chronic pain, I can't do most physical activities. Swimming is such a nice thing for me because I can do it without like depleting my spoons as much or injuring myself as easily. And also I just feel very free mobility wise and like relaxed in the water. And Toasty knows this, so they make a concerted effort to make sure we have a lot of swimming time during this warm season because it's only so long. But they also don't really like the beach because they get bored. They have the ADHD that needs a lot of stimulation, and the beach is very much like chill, quiet vibes. So one time when they were really struggling to figure out what to do with their brain while we were at the beach, they just spent the whole time delivering me rocks they had found that they liked and letting me choose which ones we were going to keep. And now we just have a random bag of rocks that I don't really know what we will ever do with from that random beach day in our house, but it was very cute. Nonetheless, I will say. Wait until you hear about nature's dice set. There are certain minerals that naturally form dice shapes, D6, D8, and D12 specifically. I have examples of. Oh, let's go. Sand volcano. I think they were trying to figure out, because the thing is they don't like the sand, I fear. So they were trying to figure out what they could do in the water. But I do hear you. I think we're gonna work on bringing their book more often too. I'm gonna try to get them like a better like beach umbrella that they can sit under. So they do love reading. And we bring the radio out so we can have musica. The autism superpower. You could make some picture frame resin art, use a glass frame and place cool rocks on it. Sea glasses, common glitter, etc. in the design. Oh, I've never worked with resin. It kind of scares me given like all the technicalities of it, but mayhaps. I would love one day to get a rock spinner so that you can like polish up the rocks and make them look real nice. But there's just like so many things that are way higher on the to buy list than rock spinner. Also for folks who are new, we are villager hunting right now because we're really early on our island. And in the beginning, you can villager hunt for each of the plots that you put down. Not like all of them, but a lot of them. Also, I think Dyra had popped in earlier and I said hello in my head and not out loud, but then I saw you online playing Pocopia, so I just say hi now because I remember now. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I don't know if I've ever heard of cyanotype paper. That's cool. We have a lot of pebble beaches in the UK that are excellent for collecting little stones, sea glass, and fossils. Oh, cute. When I was in the Midwest, we actually had loads of beaches with lots of little pebbles. I try to tell people that I grew up in like a beachy town, and they're like, you grew up in Wisconsin. What do you mean? And I'm like, I grew up in Wisconsin next to Lake Superior, which means there were like 4 or 5 different access points in my hometown to different beaches to swim in the lake. And it's a great lake, so it's huge, so you feel like you're swimming in the ocean, but without the salt on your face. That tastes terrible. No. Oh. Well, this is why I say, like, low-key, when I first swam in the ocean, everybody was like, oh my god, swimming in the ocean is amazing. Like, you have to go see the ocean. You have to swim in the ocean. If you like to swim, you gotta swim in the ocean. And so I had hyped this up. I was like, okay, I gotta swim in the ocean. And then the first time I swam in the ocean and I dunked my head under the water because I actually like swim. I'm used to swimming as a kid. I was like, my eyes burn and my mouth tastes terrible. Like, it's warm instead of cold. Like, don't get me wrong, the ocean is beautiful. I have an appreciation for all forms of water and nature. But in terms of preferable swimming setup, Great Lakes all the way, baby. I'm probably biased, but that's truly how I feel. When I lived in Chicago and we had access to one of the other Great Lakes, and we also had like a white sandy beach, because in the Superior, the Wisconsin beaches are definitely a little more on the rocky side, which is fine, but not as like nice to like lay on. That was peak. The Chicago beach was absolute peak, and it was a queer beach. Love her, miss her. She was very busy though, which I wished she was chiller. Y'all, I was reading a Reddit thread the other day about how this upcoming class of young folks in high school, and listen, I take it with a grain of salt because people love to always poke fun at whatever current like class of middle school to teenagers there are, when really we were all cringe in our own type of ways depending on the time you were a middle schooler and a teenager. But they were like, I think that this next class of young folks are going to be the next class of like electronic boomers, because what has kind of happened is parents and teachers kind of just assume kids know how to use technology, so they're not like teaching them how to use technology, yet all of their coursework and stuff is on these computers. So the teachers are like, it's incredibly difficult to get them to even get where they need to be on the computer to do the thing that they're supposed to do, because they're like, I don't know the difference between a file and like an application, because nobody's teaching them these things. They're just assuming they're picking up on it. Like, oh my goodness, it's rough. I think people forget in general that you have to teach kids everything. You can't just expect them to osmosis information. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna go well. Hi, Aries, welcome in. Thank you for the 46 months. That's so long. I'm so happy to have you as a friend on the mod squad, Aries. I hope you're doing good, friend. And I hope you enjoy your C modes and your C badge and your ad-free viewing. Welcome back to the sub club. Welcome, welcome. The difference between web and computer stuff and tablet app stuff is huge. I can see it in my friends' kiddos, phone kids versus computer kids. Yes. Yes, I think because they see kids engage with technology at such a young age now, they're like, oh, by the time you get to school, you must just like know this already. It's like, bestie, no. No, they don't, and it is leading to some very serious problems, actually. We used to have computer class in elementary school all the way up to middle school. I don't know why they no longer have it. I'm doing pretty good, just very busy with college. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, love. College definitely keeps you very busy, so I totally understand. I was always so busy in school during college, so don't worry about that at all. I hope it's good busy though and not too stressful. Hi, Clem. Clem, you weren't here earlier because you were in therapy, but I gave a shout out to you and Meg for hype for joining the Sparkle Club this month. Welcome. They're different skill sets. They are. They truly are. Yeah, we had computer classes too. My computer classes were more centered around learning how to type. I took 2 typing classes when I was younger, and now I'm like very good at typing, which I'm very appreciative of. I can type like 80 to 100 words per minute. And I can type while I'm like looking at something else, and it's very like useful skill to have, because when I was in middle school and we took typing classes, they would put black thin plastic covers over all the keys, and it wasn't like when you would just put like a folder over the top of it or something. Like you could not see without lifting up the whole thing, which was like very obvious. So we had to learn how to type without them, without looking. And I'm glad I have that skill. I don't remember learning a lot about navigating the computer outside of, I remember learning about internet safety, like, you know, don't talk to strangers, stick to websites that are more so for like, you know, your appropriate age and things like that. And then I remember learning a lot about how to do research on computers and how to identify if a source is like a safe information source or not. I don't know if they don't teach that anymore, because I see a lot of folks on the internet who do not seem to know how to verify whether or not something is an internet. It is like factual information on the internet. But I remember learning it. So that's what I will say about that. Oh, what is this guy's name? Avery. Also, for our new friends, I was thinking of this earlier, but we've had, you know, it's stream, so there's 17 conversations always going on at the same time. This island, if you're curious, is like a Nordic inspired island, or that's the goal anyways. I've never been to any of the Nordic countries, so there is a little bit of doing my best that's gonna happen, but my family does have like Finnish and Norwegian background, a lot of it, and I'm excited to try out the theme. I want it to be Nordic city core if I can make it happen, but I've also never done city core, so a lot of it will be what I'm able to manage by the end of it all. I never learned how to do it properly. I still type with 3 fingers on each hand. Honestly, same even with the classes. I just learned like the placement of the keys, if that makes sense. I type with 2 fingers and my OT hates it, and so do I. I've been trying to reteach myself how to type not to strain my tendonitis. Holy cow, it's so hard. Typing with 2 fingers is so habitual for me, and I'm so fast at it. It's hard when you're fast at the wrong way, because then it's tempting to not want to do it the right way because it takes you longer, which I totally understand. In 8th grade, I had an online girlfriend, and I kid you not, I told my openly queer English teacher about it and showed her the message, and my girlfriend sent me, in which she called me Angle instead of Angel. Chaos. Yes, I am glad that internet safety is something that parents and school systems seem slightly more concerned about, because the amount of myself and my friends who were engaged with inappropriately on the internet at a young age is far too many. Not the hamster, Lulu, please. Hi, Toasty. 8 more months until the funny number. Thank you for the 61 months, cutie. I love your little blobfish. How are you? How's your workday going so far? I love typing with all fingers. I enjoy the games they have for it, but I type out on my leg words I'm hearing or thinking. It's kind of a stim calming. As an extra bonus, it keeps me really good at typing. Oh, that's kind of smart. You know what? I like that, Picasso. No, my friends used to get like mad at me, not literally mad at me, but like jokingly mad at me because they would ask me a question in class and I would continue to take notes of what the teacher was saying while they were asking me and while I was answering the question. And they were like, "How are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, bestie. I just am." I like the typing games a lot too. Those can be a really fun way to learn your typing skills. Going, okay. Hi, Mo. Thank you for the quiet hello. I hope you've been well. 231 happy flaps, Mo. That's a lot. I really appreciate you being a part of the community. And I am cheering you on from afar and all the hard work you're doing with your mutual aid group and your streams and everything. I hope that you're doing good. Me who always forgets to eat, but now I have something. I'm eating a sandwich because I'm a human who eats food. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. I don't know what Toasty and I are gonna have for lunch today. We're having sushi bake for dinner, which I'm excited about. That pretty much always hits. Yes, it is like sushi, like layered in a casserole kind of format, and then you like take a piece and you put it onto a piece of seaweed, and then you kind of like bite each one, like chew, like have each one that way. It was like viral on TikTok for a while, but it was one of those ones that went viral because it's like actually good and not like questionably. Did wander in here hoping that you could find out what we wanted to do for lunch. That is fair. I do need to go piss pal here in a second soon too, so that works out. I don't know what your day is like how much you need, like on the easier side or the harder side. I'd be in for zucchini panini, quesadilla, probably not tuna surprise because I just had dill pickle chicken salad sandwich and it's kind of a similar vibe. My Tuesday was good, but so overwhelming. I was hoping for some kind of divine clarity around what to do, but I ended up getting so much information that I went to info overload mode, so I'm gonna let the full moon do its thing and try to give myself time to process. Let me see if I can find just like a simple sushi bake recipe. Me explaining it on stream is not, you're not gonna remember. Honestly, if you just Google sushi bake, like it was so popular for a while, it'll probably come up very easily. It's also not very hard to make, which is nice. Some people overcomplicate it though. Quesadilla works better. That's fine. I'm down for that. Temaki. Yeah, similar. Similar. Although I don't know if temaki is typically hot, whereas sushi bake is. I was gonna respond to Clem. Honestly, Clem, I find that they're not shaped like hand rolls, I will say. You just basically take a little hunk and set it on the seaweed, but there is some similarities for sure. I don't know how other folks feel, but sometimes my decision fatigue is the worst when both options are good. I actually struggle with that a lot more than when, like, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but sometimes what you want versus like what is good is like not the same, and I can kind of cope with those, but sometimes when they're both like very good and I could be happy with either, I get very stuck. Because at the end of the day, that's where you have to put what everybody, like, it's kind of like the affirmation that we got in the Discord yesterday that we were talking about being such a good one from Erin. I read it earlier, but I'll read it again. This was the one I said I need to tattoo on the back of my skull so that I remember, because I'm bad at this, but also it is very important. It was, I will stop making decisions based off of fear of what someone else might think and start making them based off of what actually makes me feel fulfilled. I go alphabetically. I don't think I could do that for big life decisions, I won't lie. Like, I remember post-college, I had 2 job offers, and the job offers were both really good, but for different reasons, and they would have set me on 2 different trajectories. And I remember struggling with that decision immensely, because honestly, there was nothing wrong with either option. Neither really had any, like, major cons. It was just, like, 2 different options, and it was very difficult to decide, but... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing, though. Heck. No, you're just, Oh, they're in the drawer, sorry. I just take that whole basket out when I'm sending. Expected. I usually do put the stamps back, to be fair, but I forgot. Oh, that's real spring. There was someone on Survivor who didn't want to have to decide who he was going to vote out, so he just voted out alphabetically the whole time.
Well, I threw an asterisk to that. That is, like, on paper true, but that was the first season of Survivor, so it was kind of like... It was Survivor light, I would say.
There wasn't a lot of established cultural norms yet.
And then Survivor, at that point in time, typically starts out with 2 tribes. And I will say that notably, really early on in Survivor, when they merged, they just like, kind of like voted out the other tribe, obviously, because they felt more comfortable within their own tribe. And that a lot of the people on the other tribe, alphabetically, were ahead of the people. So it was kind of like a way that he could say that he was voting out the other tribe without
making them mad, theoretically.
Making it, like, personal.
Yeah.
Even though it was definitely personal, like on the down low. So he did do that.
I'm watching Junie closely. I don't want her to jump up on the desk because my desk is a mess and there are beads for her to break. But I'm trying to wait to melt that until I get my new melting paper on Sunday.
Great.
Well, I'm going to do some test melts first. I will say. It's not Tybalt. What is that guy's name?
Leonardo.
Is it? Yeah. He looks so much like Tybalt.
Look at me go. Locked in for half a second. Clocking out now.
That's fine. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go piss pal real quick. I will be right back. Take this opportunity if you need to. Stretch, take your meds, hydrate, all the good things. And I'll see you in just a moment. Burp. I'm back. Hello. Hello, hello. Enjoy your lurk, Aries, and Blake as well. Enjoy, enjoy. Only if you do a few dishes. Y'all are cute. I did that with my friend M the other day. They're at a work event today, so they won't be here, but they were like, I need to make a phone call, but I don't want to. And I was like, oh, that's so fair. I don't really like phone calls, so I get you. I said, if you make your phone calls, I'll make my phone calls. And they're like, okay, fine. Now I'm trying to figure out why I don't hear my own Animal Crossing. Let's see. Oh, I do. It's just very quiet. Okay. There you go. Oh, yes, I know the ads. It happens to me too. Because I watch a lot of ASMR and like chill content that's like quiet and sensory friendly. And then the ad will come on. And I'm like, I'm being attacked. I wish that the ads could be regulated to the volume of the stream. And I feel like nowadays ads are worse about their volume control and honestly shows as well, where like I'll be watching a show and then all of a sudden the ad comes on and it's like way louder than the rest of the show too. I'm like, what is going on? Then how would you hear them from across the room? Ideally, I don't want to hear them from across the room. If I'm being honest. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell y'all. Originally we were gonna play that game Hosey today, but I've heard like mixed things. So I told you all that they had put in some AI art in the demo. And then they got called out for that. People were like, why would you do that? This game is really cool, but you're ruining it by doing that. And they were like, we thought people would want it because then it would be story accurate art rather than just like random art. But we apologize and we will remove it. And they removed it and put in like art from their studio that are just like from other games. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you ever used it, but I am willing to give people the opportunity to change. I think we lose all of our like power to convince people and in game studios to change things if we ask them to change it and then we still don't support them, you know? So I was like, okay, you're on thin ice, but I am willing to see how it goes. And then the full game came out and I follow this. I saw this one repost from somebody that said that it was still in the game and I can't really like the thing that they linked for proof is old. It was from the demo, so I don't know why they linked that for proof that it was still in the game. And so I was like, okay, I don't know if that's true that it's still in the game, but I don't know that it's not in the game. And until I can get like better confirmation one way or another, I'm just like not willing to pay for it. Not gonna buy it and then find out that it's still in there. So for the time being, until I can get a little more info, I kind of just held off on that for now. I also heard, which is not nearly as big of a deal or nearly as important to me, but I also heard a lot of complaints that there are only 9 levels to the game, and when you do the demo, you do 3 of the levels. So, really, post demo, there's only 6 more levels to do. So, it's like not that much content for like the price of the game. So, I'll have to wait and see. what comes of it, but I wasn't confident enough to play today. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not like mega expensive. I think it's like $14. Um, but the fact that you can, I mean, it depends on how slow you play and how much time you take, but the fact that you can play it relatively quick for that much is still a little bit. Remember? And apparently one of the levels was bugged when it came out as well, which I didn't play it, but I do believe that because I was watching somebody play it and I think they had like been sponsored so they worked with them. Um and they had told them certain levels like not to play, which as someone who's worked with games before is usually indicative of like some kind of problem was identified with the game after it came out and we're trying to fix it, but we don't want to show off the broken level on stream, which I prefer transparency personally, but I get it. I get how it's hard when you work really hard for a game for a long time and it comes out and you think that you've done the proper bug testing and then something is broken and people are upset and you're like, you're trying to rush to fix it. It's not easy from their side of things either. I remember that happening to Mail Time, which was obviously a game I was very supportive of. Um, I'm even in the credits if you look closely. But they had that trouble where like there was a big bug when it first came out, and it's a short, pretty simple game, so people only really wanted to play it that one time, and so they got very frustrated that what during their one playthrough there was like a bug that changed like the impact of how they played. And I was like, I get it. And that's hard. It was a single person developer, so trying to get it fixed that fast, tough situation. In an ideal world, obviously you catch those bugs before it goes live, but I think that's why so many games do like alphas and betas and stuff now, which I have mixed feelings on, but at least then you're like, okay, well, you're kind of um at least you kind of know then that there's going to be bugs. A free frog game? Sure, you can post it in the Discord. I'm pretty picky about what games I play specifically on stream, so no guarantees, but I am curious. I am always curious. Oh my gosh, so many birds. I want to get back into our Stardew era too, but unfortunately, I did a bad thing. And I fell in love with my offline Stardew playthrough more than my online Stardew playthrough. So now all my brain wants to play is that one. I did a bad thing. Whoopsie. It's a very B thing to do. But hi, Dag. Thank you for the lurky. I hope you have a good day. Fedora you too. Mwah. But yeah, I saw someone post these like really cute. They had like really cute niche decorated sheds in their Stardew game. And it just reminded me how cute you can make Stardew if you work at it. And I was like, oh, this makes me want to get back into my Stardew era, even though I know I'm nowhere near having played enough to like get to that point to really have like if I want to have a fully decorated farm one day. I've never achieved such things. But I say that about my Animal Crossing islands too, and I never achieve those things either. So, I don't know, I won't hold my breath, but I have been craving. And I want to play Cult of the Lamb. Excuse me. But I'm also kind of scared to open Cult of the Lamb because y'all are stuck in a blizzard right now and I don't know how to fix it. So, anyways, all that to say, don't hate me if I bring my offline save online and play that Stardew, even though we have a Stardew going. Because, guilty as charged. I've just fallen in love with the Ridgeside expansion. I think it's so much more lively than Stardew Expanded. I actually don't know how Stardew Expanded became more popular than Ridgeside. Having played both now, I'm like, wait, Stardew Ridgeside is so fun. I like it, Picasso. Oh no, the yawns are getting me. Funny thing is, I don't feel that sleepy, but I definitely did not get the best sleep last night. So I think I thought that I wouldn't need to use my CPAP mask last night, and I probably technically didn't need to, but the way that they do the tracking of the monthly thing for you to see that you're following, like you're meeting the expectations, is really confusing. Um, this is not Rattle. He's gray, but he doesn't have the mask. What is your name? Huck. Um, because it was technically April 1st when I went to bed after midnight, it wouldn't show me the March uh like monthly calendar anymore, and I'm pretty sure I was already at 21 days, which is the required amount of days, but since I couldn't check it and I knew I was very close, like it was either that I was at 21 or I was at 20, um I was like, okay, well, if I can't check it, I should just err on the side of caution. So I wore it, but that always means I get. It's supposed to make me sleep better, but it definitely makes me sleep worse. I also, because I thought I was taking the night off, went to bed a little later than I should have. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier, which has been good, but I don't think I got into bed until I don't think I got to bed until 1:30 yesterday, and I've been aiming for more like 12. Um, so not ideal. I do want some Coral Island critter mods. I love my Highland cows and my fancy chickens so much. Yes, agree. Yeah, I don't know. Is there any mods for Coral Island? I don't think so. I know there are mods for Fields of Mystria. Not a boatload, but there are some. I don't know if Coral Island supports modding or not. I can't remember. All right, now, come on, game. Give me a dreamy. There's literally 8 different villagers you could give me. I feel like we're not even being that picky. Hi, Figgy. Hello. Hi. He's become a little yeller. He's been squeaming. Hi. How was your lunch? I've seen some, but they seem really complicated to install. That doesn't surprise me. The only reason Fields of Mystria has mods is because someone made a mod installer similar to Smappy for Stardew. So if nobody's made like a mod manager yet, then it also kind of depends on if the game was designed with mods in mind or not. I think Fields of Mystria was designed with always the concept of people being able to mod it. I see people on my For You page preparing to practice their mods for Paralyze, which makes me really excited. I think it was. Okay, interesting. To be fair, Coral Island also just doesn't have as big of a community, unfortunately, much to my dismay, because I think that game is severely underrated because people got mad at it for taking too long to come out. But there's probably just not as many modders to do stuff with it. Is Paralyzed out yet? No, but it comes out in May. So, next month. So, not long. And we get Loftia this month. So, we're going to be eating for games this summer, which is a problem because I already feel like I have so many games I want to play and not enough time. But it's a good problem to have, so I won't complain too much. Yeah, Coral Island, you need to replace game files like old school X and B files in Stardew. And to fix it, you need to repair the game on Steam. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mess with that because I just don't want to break my game. It's okay. I'm not going to play Coral Island on stream for a minute until they do some more. There's certain updates I want to see them do. Technically, the full game is out, but there are some updates that they're still working on, like children aging up and like some romance updates and stuff. I will probably do another Coral Island playthrough on stream at some point, but right now I'm playing the multiplayer offline with Toasty, and that's been fun. I'm kind of usually always the um what's the word I'm trying to say, decorator, but I've been leaving most of the decorating to Toasty, and it's been kind of fun. I've just been like the little resource gatherer. I've been doing a lot of mining and underwater diving and fishing. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine there are. I know that there are no mic streamers for sure, or people who do no mic streams sometimes and then mic streams other times. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of autistic streamers are like semi verbal more than non-verbal from my experience, where myself included, like, I'm more comfortable than the average streamer having times where I just don't yap for a while if I don't have anything to say or if chat is quiet that day. Um, so I see a lot more of that than necessarily folks who don't chat at all. But I know they're out there because I've seen no mic streams and I've seen people who only chat via the chat before who stream. It's just a lot harder to grow that way. Unfortunately, I think it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a lot harder to grow that way, so it's probably harder to find them. No mic might get you there. A lot of times people put that in their title. It might not necessarily get you to specifically autistic folks, though. It might get you to folks who just do silent streams sometimes. So, something to keep in mind. You might have to do a little more research into them to see if they would be autistic. Because sometimes people do no mic streams just because they don't have a mic or feel comfortable or confident yet. I do YouTube videos with no talking, if that's something that you're interested in. Zero pressure. I'm not trying to, like, that might not be what you're searching for, but I only type thoughts at the bottom. There's no verbal speaking from me. You could look up ASMR gaming content that has no talking as well on YouTube. Some people talk in their ASMR ones, but some people like me just do the ASMR of the video game audio with no um, verbal response. Well, so they call it ASMR, but it's like basically just the game audio sounds, if that makes sense. You don't you still don't have to like it, but it's not like the ASMR you might think of where people like whisper in your ear or like tap on things or stuff like that. It's just basically someone playing the game with no vocal audio. Like, I call my YouTube videos ASMR, but that's just because I don't talk. So all you're getting is the game sounds. Yeah, I do like ASMR, like other than just gaming ASMR, but I don't really like a lot of talking ASMR. So I always look for no talking videos. My favorite ASMR sounds are, I like to find office ones where someone's like studying or doing work in an office and they're like writing and flipping pages and typing and things like that, where it makes me feel like I'm in an office, like working alongside someone. For some reason, I find that very relaxing as long as they're not speaking. Um, I like watching ASMR, like coloring videos or crafting videos or scrapbooking, where they're doing like art with no um, talking to. Those are some of my faves. Keyboard tippy taps. Those can be good for me if they're mixed in with other things, but I can't watch like a whole video of just tippy taps. Even though the name is right there, don't feel bad, to be honest. Sometimes I really struggle with remembering them too. I used to be better at it, but my brain fog has also been worse lately. So sometimes I literally just Google, like to figure out that guy's name. I Googled Deer Animal Crossing New Horizons yellow, and it brought it up. And that's what I used to like put it in. So sometimes it might look like I know it. I don't. Oh my god, Dordania, yes. If you like that kind of relaxing type of game, Lulu, another game that I think is very like underrated. I wish more people had played it. It has a similar art style as well, in my opinion. Not full watercolor, but very beautiful nonetheless. Is Naiad. Naiad was is so relaxing. I should play Naiad again and do it for my ASMR channel. Actually, that game would suit really well. Dwarf is really good too. I do love me some Dwarf Romantic. I do, I do. Yeah, you spelled it correctly, Lulu. It's a gorgeous game, really beautiful art, really beautiful stories, just a little bit puzzly. Um, Very coming of age vibes. Hi, Ode. Welcome in. How are you? Need to drink more water. It really is beautiful. You're welcome. I hope it helped, even though maybe it wasn't perfect. Yeah, Dwarf is great. There's a lot of different ways to play Dwarf too, which I really appreciate. Sometimes I think about starting streams. Like, if I could ever get my sleep schedule there, I've considered starting streams earlier in the day so that I would have a little bit more rest time between the end of stream um, and like evening time. It would also kind of depend on if that winds up working for the community, but I feel like the early morning vibe with like puzzly, relaxing games like that could eat. Always reminds me of my friend. If there's ever a streamer who doesn't stream anymore or doesn't stream much anymore that I miss, was Aster. Aster had this like super relaxing vibe where they would play these cozy games and like talk about such beautiful life things. A lot of times, like kind of early in the morning or during the day with like a cup of coffee. And there was just a certain je ne sais quoi. I don't even know if that's the right way to use that word, but uh, I'm like, I think I have a good, calm, chill vibe, but it's not quite the same. And I do miss it. but they started where I must have run out of Nook Mile tickets in my inventory. They started working like full time in the games industry, so I don't think they have as much spoons to stream anymore, which I am happy for them. So, pro and a con. Thank you, Rhett. I appreciate the I love it here, and thank you for the follow. Oh, we got a couple of follows today. I'm so sorry. For some reason, I didn't see them. My apologies. If any of you are still here. I mean, we keep our followers anonymous anyway, so I wouldn't have called you out directly, but I do like to express my appreciation at least. Oh my god, Sprinkle is still running. Sprinkle all morning has just been running around this island like that. She's so cute. Girl, don't you get tired? We also watched a bunch of Outlaw last night too while we were co-working. So I'm almost done with book 1 now. Wow. What do you need, Baba? Y'all keep saying that. I'm so excited to see what everyone does. I don't even know what I want to do quite yet. But I'm stoked. I've always wanted to do buddy colors because I see them online all the time, and I was like, but I don't really have any direct friends who color like that. So I'm like, oh, but we do it for the community. I like this Picasso. Oh yeah, feel free if you have 2 ideas. I love that. Yeah, dancer. It does happen, unfortunately. Especially people who started streaming during the pandemic because they had a lot more time. And then a lot of times they had to go back to work. I mean, it's still the pandemic, but you know, our government has pretended to move on, so now people are going back to work like normal and they don't have as much time to be home doing stuff like streaming. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Soup. Also, hi, love. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. I I really wanted to pick one that I felt like a lot of different people of different abilities and like personal tastes would like. And I felt like that one really fit the bill. You know, Greta, I really didn't consider you for this island, but you low-key fit the color scheme really well. What is your villager type, though? Because I don't think you're any of the ones I need. So it probably wouldn't make sense. She's snooty. Yeah, we have Pearl for snooty already. Okay. If she was sisterly, I would have definitely considered her. The only person I would consider getting rid of for her would be Kiki. Now you saying the thing about her name, I'm like, wait, it kind of does. It's okay, Soup, no worries. Enjoy your work, your lurkin work. It's in the art channel. No, you're good, no worries. And then there's a thread called Color Club. Now that you mention it, let me read a little bit more about her. Greta is a snooty mouse villager in the Animal Crossing series. Her English name comes from the name Margareta, which in turn comes from the Greek word margarites, meaning pearl. Her Japanese name refers to the Otafuku mask, which depicts a smiling woman. Her English initial catchphrase comes from the sound someone may make when surprised or angered. Indicates the laugh of an older, sophisticated woman. Interesting. Yeah, I do think that from reading, she is like designed to think more of Japanese, but I could still see her either way. It's just interesting because we have a cat already, and two cats is our only duplicate animal. So if we were to get rid of Kiki for Greta, we would then have all 10 villagers be different animals, which is kind of cool. Um, but also, I kind of think I like Kiki more than I like Greta, so like, I don't know if that's worth it to me. Hi, Erin. How are you? She's also snooty, which snooty villagers are not very nice. And I don't know if I need more than one snooty villager walking around being not very nice. To be honest, I wish she was sisterly. If she was sisterly, I would have had a deeper contemplation for her, but because we don't have a sisterly, but I don't think any of the sisterly really fits our vibes. So it is what it is. You could gift her Lederhosen. Finished a movie buddy watch. Oh, cute. Can I ask what you were watching, if you don't mind sharing? You staying down here? Okay. 2:30. Okay. All right, chat. It is lunchtime, so I'm gonna leave you with some enrichment. I'm just having a little quesadilla, so I shouldn't be gone too long. Although y'all have been quick with the words on stream lately. Big brain. Oh, speaking of, I don't think we've done the brain cell at all today. Who's the smarty pants right now? Astrid. Atlas Astrid, enjoy your time with the brain cell, my friend. You don't know what that is, by the way. It's just a silly community joke that we share one single brain cell, and the bot gives it to one person an hour. But yes, we're going to take a little lunch break. I am going to set your words on stream up, and then we'll be back soon. Make sure you take care of yourself during this time. Stretch, take your meds, hydrate, get some food, all the good things. And I will talk to you soon. Burp friends. Yay, the ad has freed us. Hello, friends. Thank you for your patience during our lunch break. I appreciate you. And we are back in business. Holly, thank you for the raid, cutie. You may have had to raid and fade, in which case, if you're not here anymore, no worries. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you had fun with Pocopia. Aloe, welcome in. Herbivore, welcome. Aloe, thank you for the hydrate as well. And med check for folks who need it as well. I took mine already, but just in case. Tenshi, hello, welcome in. I normally say hi to all the raiders. However, I think I can't, I don't think I can scroll back up. Let's see, maybe I can actually because of the words on stream. Lamb, hello, welcome as well. Warner, welcome in. Holly, of course. Gwen, welcome in. Kendra, hello, hello, hello. I know a lot of you from hanging out in Holly's streams, but if you don't know me, it's nice to meet you. My name is B. I use they, them pronouns. I am a queer and disabled, full-time cozy VTuber here on Twitch. We do sensory friendly, lurk friendly content, meaning no matter what we're doing, we try to keep it very cozy, very chill, good for folks who like to parallel play or do their work as we hang out. So if you like that kind of thing, feel free to join us. We play a lot of Animal Crossing, Stardew, indie games. We also do a lot of coloring and crafting on stream too. So that's our vibe. Holly has a great vibe, so I'm assuming if you come from Holly's stream, then you also have a great vibe based off of the times I've been there. We are doing a villager hunt today. Well, in general, we're just working on the island, but it's a new island, and we're at that point where we can set out the plots, and so they kind of might as well try to get some dreamies. We have 2 dreamies on the island we've been able to get so far, and then a few autofills due to some. Well, you have your starter villagers, and then I messed up one of them because I didn't understand how it worked, which is fine. Um, but for our dreamies, we have Poppy and Eric. The remaining people we're trying to find, ideally find at least one today, would be Bones, Dobby, Gabby, Grizzly, Hans, Kiki, Pearl, or Tia. And this is for our Nordic inspired island, or that's the goal anyway. So that's what we're up to. I know y'all are big Animal Crossers too, but you've been in Pocopia land, which love that for you. I just live vicariously through people like Holly because I do not have the Switch 2. Not yet, anyways. Why are we getting so many lions today? My goodness. I don't need any more lions, thank you. That was a very good lunch. Toasty made quesadillas. They were funny though. They were like, I need to set expectations, B. This is gonna be a really good quesadilla and you're gonna like it. But that's just because based off of the meals that we had, we happen to have all the good things. We might not always have all the good things. They were like, we had the lettuce, we had the bell pepper, we had the onion, we had the fiesta cheese. I was like, okay, I won't get attached. Hi Herb, how have you been this week, love? I hope you're doing good. Happy time zone. You would think with 8 dreamies it wouldn't take too long to find one, but that's not my kind of luck. I tell you all, if you weren't here, by the way, My last island we were working on, one of the dreamies we searched for the longest was Freckles. I think I did over 800 tickets. At certain points during that, I got other dreamies. So it wasn't 800 tickets looking solely for her, but she was like our top choice that we were looking for a really long time. And then I started villager hunting for this island, and I got Freckles on the very first island, even though we never found her for the island she was supposed to be on. I was like, no. What is this? Clem, you have a great rest of your day, love. Take care. We'll be live again tomorrow if you wish to hang. If we don't catch you later. I know you're probably very busy right now. Don't know if you made it home already or not. Gosh, what's his name? I think it starts with a D. Yeah, Dell. Okay, that was what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Blub blub. Sorry. Some of my stims right now are very little mouth sounds, which I try not to do into the microphone. Whoopsie. I also have a canker sore like on my lip right now, so I probably shouldn't do that anyway. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but right now I have 6 canker sores. I was like, hey, universe, if you could not. That's pretty rude, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to call my ear, nose, and throat doctor back. Forgot that they left me a message yesterday. Because hopefully they're the ones who are going to send me to immunology. Because I contacted my ear, nose, and throat doctor was like, you should go see an immunologist. And then said that to my PCP. I was like, oh, like my ear, nose, and throat doctor said that I should get a referral to immunology. And she just sighed deeply and was like, I was like, what? She was like, I just get frustrated because apparently she was like, I don't understand why he didn't just write the referral because he's knowledgeable on why you should be going to see immunology. And she was like, specialists do this all the time. And it's like, I don't know what to write on that referral because I'm not an ear, nose, and throat specialist. It's like, that's fair. So I had to call him and be like, can you write the referral? Oh, see, I can't remember anyone's name lately. Hi, Banana. Welcome in. Thank you for the 329 happy flaps. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of happy flaps. Oh, Hornsby. Duh. I should have known. At least we're getting a decent number of new villagers. I'll take that win where we can get one. Oh yeah, I mean I've already taken a peek at the sisterly list. The only one I really considered was Agnes. I think that's her name, the black pig. Otherwise, I didn't really vibe with the rest of them enough to replace one of ours, so I fear we're going to be down a jock and a sisterly. I thought it was just jock, but somehow along the way I must have missed the sisterly group. We don't really have that many sisterly villagers compared to some of the other villager types, which is kind of annoying because they're very sweet. I actually really like the sisterly villagers. I have I had Hazel on my island, I think was sisterly, and I really enjoyed her personality. Right now we have Rocket though, and so hopefully we can get a lot of the sisterly reactions from Rocket and a lot of the jock ones from Axel before we replace them. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Agnes is a cutie. I considered replacing Kiki with her because she has sort of a similar aesthetic. Um, and I do like the pigs. But I've just never had Kiki, and she's been one of my dreamies for a long time, her and Pearl for cats. So I'm like, maybe I just let myself have this, even though it's not the most logical option. Although if I see Agnes, I might have a hard time turning her down, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how much I like her or dislike her in person, because sometimes that can be a sell for me. Yeah, the cats are cuties. And Pearl's my absolute favorite of all the cats, and I've never had her, so I would really love to get her. Because I considered both their like vibes in terms of the Nordic stuff, who I really liked, and also like color scheme as well. Like all my villagers go together really nicely, which I appreciate in terms of their color schemes. Because there are other people who probably fit the bill for Nordic inspired, but they just didn't like match the vibes. It's a slightly more neutral palette island. Like we have a lot of white villagers, gray, brown, and quite a bit of blue and red as well mixed in there for our color scheme. I wanna fly. Me too. Me too, Tiger Yuri. There have been times where I met someone live and like instantaneously fell in love with them. Midge was like that. Like I never had the intention really of having Midge on my island. And then I met her and I actually left her because I didn't ever intend for her to be on my island. And then I just like kept thinking about her after I left. I was like, there's something about her that just like I fell in love with. I really love her little cheeks that look like the fish cakes you get in ramen so much. She's so cute. Um, and so I added her, I changed up my dreamy list to add her and searched for her again and brought her home because I liked her so much. Oh, Tenshi, please don't apologize, love. This is a very lurk friendly community. We have a lot of folks who like to do some art or read or rest on the side. That's so totally okay. Thank you for popping in, regardless. I hope you have fun with your drawing. You are all good, friend. Sometimes we do art streams and we all kind of coexist and do art, so never anything you have to say sorry for. Husto was another one actually that I never really had on my radar, and then I met him in person and I fell for him, which I guess he's kind of controversial, but I love him. I saw someone make a ranking of the frog villagers on um TikTok and they put Cousteau as last. I was like, this is a crime actually. This is a crime against my little wee yellow French boy. I love him and his mustache. Hello, Fitz. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the 43 happy flaps. I know. I was floored. They said they didn't like his mustache. And I was like, you don't have taste. And then they put Henry really low too, which I kind of understood what they were saying. They were like, "Oh, he's just kind of like pretty plain and boring." And I was like, "Okay, you know what? Like I hear you. You know, he isn't like the most interesting of the frogs." And then they put Lily first. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Lily fan. I like Lily. But if you're going to argue that Henry is plain, like Lily is also very plain, like very much a standard frog. It's like what is the categories in which we're making these judgments? And I think that's just me being too autistic because I don't think there was any categories. I think that this person was just doing it based off of vibes, which is like so fair. Who am I to tell you who to like or not like? But really overrated. Don't tell that one streamer. Yeah, I won't tell. It's a secret. No, I'll screenshot that actually, just the part without your name, and then put it in the Discord, and then let her guess who might have said it. Let her wonder who in her community is the traitor. She would guess immediately. I know. That's the best part of it all. Looks like it's gonna storm outside today. No, I actually wish the game had more femme frogs. There's a lot of male frogs in New Horizons, and I really like the frogs. They would probably be up there with me with ducks as like one of my favorite villager types because I'm a big fan of frogs IRL too. But like I just didn't really fall for too many of the frogs' personalities and like vibes that they did on them. And I'm still mad because there's a frog that they got rid of from previous Animal Crossing um, renditions, and she looks so cute. I never played the old ones, so like I guess I can't say for sure, but she looks adorable, and her name is Sunny, and you didn't bring her. I was so upset when I learned this information. She wears a little citrus fruity dress. She looks so cute, and her name is adorable. I was like, she apparently like has a blep for a mouth, like you know when your cats like stick their tongue out and it just stays there sometimes. Yes, Gabby. I honestly thought she was gonna be one of our hardest ones to find. Hi, Gabby. You're coming home with me, bestie. You're coming home with me. Honey bun. I didn't even know that was her nickname, but that's so cute. What do you mean you're calling me honey bun? Oh my god, she's so cute. I do. I can't with the pop stars peppy nonsense. But thank God we don't have a full island of peppies this time. We had so many peppies last time, and all they talked to me about was wanting to be a pop star. I like visually, the peppies are some of my absolute favorites, but in terms of like their voice lines, not as much. Hi, Fidget. Do we have any mods that would be able to get Fidget the Discord access? If not, no worries, I can get it, but let me know. And Fitz, thank you for the 60 stream streak. That's wild. That's 2 months of streams where you didn't miss any. Y'all are bonkies with those stream streaks. Very impressive. Very heartwarming. I appreciate all the support from this beautiful little community we have here. Oh, I can't believe we found Gabby. I'm so happy. So happy. Gabby, you should have come one island later, though, because then you would have been on the funny number, girl. It's okay, though. I'm not mad about it. Means we have 3 dreamies on our island already now, which I'm it's nice this time to have known how to do it where we're gonna have a lot of dreamies already sorted before we it does slow down my ability to like get into the decorating portion, which I am like antsy for, but it's way easier than having to get rid of them later. Okay, I don't know if we have any mods active who heard me about Fidget, so I'm gonna get that quick. Fidget, could you type something in chat so I can click on your name to whisper you? It can literally be an emoji, a hi, anything would be helpful. Because then Twitch lets me click on your name and send you your whisper with the invite. Okay, I need to put another plot down before we... And we should probably get her fully moved in too. Let's go make sure it's sold. Actually, I wonder if I can do it this way. I've never tried. Oh, I can. Nice. Actually, I can do it that way. That way people don't have to. Perfect. Okay, Fidget, I whispered you your Discord invite link on Twitch. Don't mind that all of our houses are just like chaotically put over here right now. I was gonna put them all on the beaches, but then my beaches are really small, so they weren't fitting. So they're all kind of crammed over here as close together as I could get them, so that when we were decorating, we didn't have to worry about the houses as much. Okay, perfect. Sold to Gabby. So then tomorrow she'll be in boxes, so we'll probably go forward 2 days. Ooh, I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a second. I twisted my back to stretch in my chair, and he did not seem happy. Let's see if I can make him happier. Just the chronic thing. Why does it always load in on rocket exercising? So funny. Okay. I don't think that my back is totally happy, but I gave him a little stretch to hopefully at least appease him. Thank you for the hydrate, Fig. I've been doing so much better with my hydration, which is great for a lot of aspects of my health, but also means I feel like I pee 17 gazillion times a day. Ugh. Like, how do people do this? What do you mean you don't have anything to say? Why are you not welcoming Gabby? Is it because I skipped her boxes day? I'm actually really bad at catching the leaves in this game and the snowflakes and stuff. I have not mastered that skill set. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Gullivar is here today. The pirate version. Fun. We get out our fossils so we can do a run to Blathy's because we have a bunch saved up from the hunt. Oh, sorry, Blathers. Finally, that time of year where it's warm enough where all my drinks are condensating. I gotta get my coaster stuff back out. Very good. That was a lot. Hopefully that'll help. Nope. I'll sell the ones that we didn't, I'm not, actually. I just finished my book. I finished Chain Gang All-Stars, a few days ago, so I have to figure out what I want to read next. And I keep meaning to do the research, but, I got distracted by researching birth control one day for my appointment, and then the next day I was researching the stuff I wanted to order for Perlers, and then the next day I got distracted by planning our new theme for stream. I was like, but I do intend to look at my TBR stuff and figure out what I want to read next because I like having a book currently in rotation so that when I feel like reading, I'm not like hindered by not having one ready. I need my next book to be an easier read in like the material can be whatever, but in terms of like the complexity of the writing. I think I need something simpler because the last one was a little heavy. I did like it. I did like it. It's not for everyone. It's definitely more on the intense side. It's addressing through a fictional story the concept of um is kind of trying to force the reader to reckon with how problematic our prison system is in America through a story that kind of exaggerates it, but also gives you a lot of like history and stuff as you're reading. So it's definitely like an intense book, but I did really like it. Watching Maglev's in Love. It's about trains in love, Gabby. Every time I talk to you, I fall more in love with you already. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah, Fig. We like to do that too. Toasty and I read like easy queer fantasies between. I don't think Emily Henry's are necessarily queer, but easy romances between our heavier fantasy series. It helps me not get reading burnout as much or as easily. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we found her. She's so cute. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. Thank you for the 136 happy flaps. My goodness gracious. No, I think I really did unlock more custom design spots for clothes, which is fun, even though we already have a bunch. Don't worry, we're not gonna do that today. I know we spent like a bunch of stream that one day downloading clothes. Poppy, why do you have a bubble over your head? Chow down. I've been daydreaming lately. No, no, absolutely not. Girl, we haven't even filled the island you just got here. And you're one of my dreamies. No, 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 no. You have to stay. Thank you. I really actually thought she wasn't gonna ask that. I thought she was gonna have one of the other thought bubbles. How are you today, Jen? Yeah, I think you were there when we were talking about this before, Fig, but if you want more queer reads and you like Emily Henry, I really recommend all of Casey McQuistion's books. My faves are One Last Stop and uh, The Pairing, but I've not read all of them, but I'm so far everything I've read has been good, so that's always a good sign. We do have some fancy dresses, so having like a crown might be nice in our repertoire. Oh, nice. We can get the light blue ones now. Oh, good, good, good. Have you read Make Room for Love? That's another one I really like. I'm currently reading How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying. It's a bit chaotic, but I'm enjoying it so far. Only about 100 pages in. The main character is either pan or bi, though. Oh, nice. Let's go. I don't think I would wear pumps a lot, but having some might be nice. Although I guess whether you like Make Room for Love or not depends on if you like slow burn romances, because it is a slow burn. I love a slow burn, but it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. We're gonna do our dailies here, and then I think I might switch into something else just because getting one of our dreamies is probably a good place to pause. Um, but I'm getting our shop stuff and whatnot done. And then I'll probably go piss pal. And then I'm thinking that I might play some Lost and Found Co. Oh yeah, the pairing is really good, and that seems like one that you haven't read from the list. Oh, all my money's in the ABD machine. Oh yeah, me too, Fig. Me too. Same. I like a good amount of time for the characters to like grow and develop. Also, Lex, welcome in. Hello, hello. So where are we at with our? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have room for three more villagers, and 3 of our 7 right now are dreamies. So just under half because we have Eric, Gabby, and Poppy. So we'll have to get rid of Ken, Sprinkle, Rocket, and Axel at some point. So that means I should edit our villager hunt thingy. Remove Gabby. Add Gabby to our current villagers. Nice. Okay. Very good. Okay, pals. Great day. Thank you for